Anyway.
One of those.
Right. I wanted to sort of describe the truck. Because while it definitely shares some design element, hang on, just gonna make my life a little easier later.
Wow, that truck looks just like Animal Village.
That's
Whoa.
crazy. While it definitely has the sort of basic structure of the trucks you saw around Xweets' house, the trucks that were used to carry away pieces of gummy, or attempted to do that. While it's certainly that sort of base model of cargo truck, it has a big, what I mean, seems to be a giant, like, diver's oxygen tank on top of it that has a bunch of tubes. I say a bunch, like 4 on each side, big, hefty tubes going into the sides of the truck. And yeah.
Watching it drift in, Rue is unable to help himself. He's definitely going to be like, whoa! That was so cool!
Oh, stop it. I practiced a little bit. Now, are you ready to go? We've got a couple of... about... Not me trying to calculate how long it would take for a truck to drive that distance. We have about a couple of hours drive ahead of us, so should we get started, or is there anything you need before we go?
It depends. Can I smoke in the truck?
No.
You know what? Fair point. Xweets pulls 1, 2, 3 cigarettes out of her boot, puts them all in her mouth, lights them all at once, and smokes them all in a single drag. And then ethically disposes of the cigarette butts, does not throw them on the ground, and gives a thumbs up.
Yeah, there was a trash can back by the end of the bridge.
Yeah.
And when you dispose of it, the trash can does go, thank you.
Yum, yum.
I love trash. Use me.
I love eating butts. Cigarette butts.
Right? Anybody
Xweets
else
would
need
hold her head
a...
out the window. Core, that would be catastrophic.
Yep.
Is it because she's rubbery and her mouth would balloon out? Oh, the mist.
Yeah. I mean, the ballooning pod wouldn't help, probably.
It'd slow the car down, too.
Yeah.
Miss Rouge is how does this work? Is this you've done it, so I got to imagine there's some safety, but like,
oh yeah, this baby can run straight through the mist and back, and she kind of kicks a tire. That thing up there, she's way too small to actually, like, even get close to reaching the tank on top of the truck. So she's like, that thing up there. They've done some... I don't really understand the specifics. It's like it's kind of safe inside the truck. You just can't open anything. And this is the nifty part. I kind of had to make some extra deals to get this version, but this thing comes equipped with Mistwalker suits. Huh? Doesn't that sound rad? It's kind of boring, really. It's just kind of an umbilical and a sort of airtight helmet that, you know, if we pop a tire out there, we're gonna need to leave the truck. So we can leave the truck, like, in a little distance. Yeah.
Huh.
It's like diving,
And-
but dry.
And this is...
Driving.
That's just... No, you know what? And this is definitely safe for off-worlders? Did they account for that?
I don't know. It should be.
What?
I don't think they've really thought off-worlders into it necessarily. I
Bro
hope
is
so.
definitely gonna shoot Cooper a look like,
So everyone from the machines are people from this world?
I mean, from what I've seen, yeah. But I mean, it's a big city. There could be off-worlders for all I know.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But I've not heard about
I
any.
didn't really think about it. That's interesting.
I mean, I suppose if they are there, they're either not allowed to drive through the mist, or... I mean, the skinny of it is, this is all hush-hush, right? I got a contact on the inside, and, like, he could get me this truck on loan because he has a cover story. Like, I gotta hand it back to him so he can cover his own ass. Because, like, they don't hand these trucks out. It's... like, the cargo trucks back there, they can support the driver, and that's it. This bad boy can support passengers. That's pretty cool.
Gotcha.
They were just gonna take Miss Lee through the mist on the back of a truck that didn't have this?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they did. They just kind of had her in a... Was she tied to the roof, or was she at least in like a trailer? What was the...
She was in the cab at the back.
That's... troubling?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Did they, I mean, did they want a hostage, or, like...
Probably.
send a message with the... That's... I mean, even if you look at it from their point of view, that's dangerous to them. Huh.
I mean, who all was...
So they're evil and stupid?
They might be.
I mean, that's...
It was just
those
Maze,
two things.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It was Maze and some little guys?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I mean...
Yeah.
What, the Heartless?
No, more just that this was Maze.
Oh, yeah.
Forward
Somebody
thinking
so
didn't
smart, she
seem
was
to be
really
a,
dumb.
right. Well, I mean, are we going, or if you want to check it out, you can check it out. I can't even read the manual.
Sweets gets in the passenger seat.
Is there anything you need us to do first? Oh, was there supposed to be disguises, or is that for later?
Oh, we've got them in the back of the truck. You can just sort of put them on while you're in there. Back of the truck sounds so unpleasant. It has seats.
It's in the loose, open back of the truck that's just a sheet metal box.
It'll be fine.
It's gonna throw you guys in there and then go.
Wait, how do we know which one's which?
Ro looks at Xweets and is like, I'm pretty sure yours is going to be the obvious one.
Oh, it's just got my name on it. You know what? Now that yep, all right. I don't know why I'm expecting every step of this to be complicated. Yep.
Yeah, I put little labels on there.
Anyway, I'm gonna change in the truck. Nobody look at my tits.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to change beforehand, go right ahead. I suppose there's not a lot of privacy in there.
Yeah,
Just let us know when you're done. Well, she gets changed.
I think Xweets sees the moment to make Rowan a little uncomfortable and does decide to just change outside. Because, like, she's got the Heartless on, so it still looks like she's wearing Under Armour over most of her body, so it's not like there's anything.
I think as she starts, he's just going to be like, I thought you were changing in the truck. What is wrong with you?
Just whatever messes with you the most. I don't know. I take my joy where I can find it.
He's gonna roll his eyes and jump up into the back of the truck and just sort of close the doors.
A pair of yellow eyes stares out at you from Xweets' lower back and squints. I see you looking.
What are the... Hang on. There are guidelines in here about hairstyles?
Oh yeah, there's they're kind of strict about sort of your looks. I mean, if you don't look their version of proper, you look like you're from the bad parts of town, and if you're from the bad parts of town, you don't get let in anywhere. So I can sort of, I mean, it's it's business formal, which will get you in most places. These suckers love business.
From inside the truck, you hear, I gotta cover my piercings?
Yeah, sorry. They hate that.
Mine doesn't say that I have to. Wait, is this place that sexist that I'm allowed to have my piercings and Bowen's not?
Yeah.
Sucks to be you, Bowen.
It is now. Cover your what? Piercings.
His piercing blue eyes.
Can't even see them in this Foogie.
And after a while, the door is going to open again to the truck, and Ro is changed. And if I could find which one it is.
Yes.
I've just got so many Rowans, it's hard to keep track of them all.
Hey, can I get another Rowan? Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Please, help yourself. Got plenty of Rowans.
Oh, I like how it's not clicking. That's so cool.
I had to refresh Foogie.
Yeah.
And it made me re-authenticate.
There we go.
Yippee!
Xweets is staring at a bottle of hairspray. Look, I don't want to hear any fucking comments, okay?
Yeah! Yeah! And let me scoot that Rowan a little bit.
I will say,
Yeah,
this
fucking
outfit,
yeah!
I don't hate it.
Yeah! 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 Look at them!
I look like I'm going to sell you something you definitely don't need. But I'm going to make you think you need it.
Rose fiddling with the buttons and is just like, this feels so starchy and thicker than my usual shirts. Yeah.
Why are you
The
wearing a
shoulders on
business
mine are a little
harness?
tight, but
I don't know, it just came in the pack with the disguise, and it's making my shoulders be forced up.
Far
oh,
than
your
this.
shoulders are being forced up.
RDN Raiders, hi!
Hello,
Already we were
Raiders.
talking
Raiders, you're
about
just
you
in time. We
earlier.
got new fits.
Yeah. Let me just enlarge. Let's have a proper look. Sweep.
The valley today, pretty sunken. I gotta say.
I gotta say. Look at these businesses.
Xweets is so cool looking.
Wham!
I'm feral about her.
Perfect stuff.
I'm the one that designed this outfit, and I'm still having to get used to seeing both of her eyes.
Yeah! Yeah!
Cooper's got a fun tie.
Cooper's got a fun tie! It's got Sonic on it!
Wait, is that red on your tie? Who is that?
I don't know. I assume these are maybe
it looks
famous
like
people from Animal
red if life
Village.
had gone better for him.
Yeah.
Ro is staring at Xweets' face.
What? I told you I don't want any comments.
Oh, I'm only just putting two things together.
You.
Aww.
It suits you.
Thank you. But for real though, who designed these? Like, I expected to hate it, and this actually just kind of feels like my shit. Like, look at these collars. The size of this lapel. I love it. These pants, unnecessarily huge. It's like I'm saying fuck you to people that want me to conserve fabric.
Yeah, I mean, looks great. I'll be honest, I don't know. I think they're mass-produced somewhere. But,
Well, that kills some of the joy of it a little bit, but okay. Yeah, all right.
That seems like the theme of this place, unfortunately.
yeah.
I like your tie, Cooper.
I was kind of
Thank
hoping that
you.
you could tell me who... I don't know why you would know who that is. It is weird that it looks like red. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
if he's got
I've
family
never seen
or...
them.
Like,
were these maybe like... I mean, I don't know why it would be something produced in Machine City, but were these like heroes from Animal Village?
not that I've heard of.
Yeah, get his ass.
Yeah.
Rowan, your
Your
Riz.
Riz is, your Riz is so far in the minus.
I think maybe it's just, you know how some movies sort of end with the any similarities between real people and characters in the movie are coincidences? It might be one of those. I don't know. Like, that trio is sort of a like off-brand mascot for some game, I think, over there. Anyway. I mean, now that you look all businessy, I will say I can smell the body spray from here, and it is giving. And giving Machine City, so
It's giving.
it's giving.
It's something, all right.
It's gonna be a little rough being in a truck for several hours in an enclosed sort of air circulation system, but we'll manage. I'll get you suited up and then we go. I mean, you're already suited up, but I'll show you the Mistwalker suits. Come with me. And she opens the back of the truck. And yeah, the back is like not nice, but it does like have two benches. Jesus Christ. Who's fucking sitting planks? Benches.
Butt rests.
Benches.
A Machine City original. Sitting planks.
Sitting planks.
Rest. Butt rest. Stacy Dennings.
I hate Stacy Dennings.
The arsonist had webbed feet.
This is the only way I can communicate it to her.
Sorry, Chad, we're just doing vocal exercises.
It's just part of the warm-up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it has two benches on either, like, side of the truck, and like, a just standard old bit of metal that functions as a bolted down table in between. And on the table, there's these, I want to say diving masks, but they're not. You know, there's these airtight helmets with a glass visor in front that have, like, a connection.
The Big Daddies.
The Big Daddies. Well, I mean, it can be. But, like, just like, I mean, essentially it's a gas mask that only, like, attaches to the front of your face rather than being the whole thing around. And it connects to a tube that comes out of, like, from the top of the wall of the truck. And Rouge begins explaining, so as soon as we close the doors, it starts a whole, like, cycling system before we can even drive, and then, like, all the mist well, hopefully there isn't any, but, you know, it purges, and then it starts cycling a tank of breathable air without having to take in any. So we should be completely safe. In case of issue, put those masks on. That'll connect you directly to the tanks. Well, the tank. And, yeah. That should be it, really. I mean, hopefully we'll avoid most of the monsters and make it there cleanly.
Monsters. There's monsters.
Yeah, that's, I mean, they don't really bother me that much, but there are some things out there. And I've been able to avoid them so far, anyway, but it's a chance.
Ro is gonna quietly raise his eyebrow and look Cooper over, like, just top to bottom, just to check that everything is still the same.
Sure looks it. Except for the funny tie. Yeah, Ro does have blue painter's tape stuck to his piercings.
So you can't see them in the most inobvious way.
Yup. Where you see the tape is blue, so that if it falls off, then you notice it, so that you can go and replace the tape immediately.
Like a good business boy.
Yeah. Doesn't that just draw more attention to the areas where the piercings are?
That's cool. You sound so crazy right now.
You know,
No, I do not.
I asked the same questions, and apparently that's not the issue. It's I don't know. It's some weird power play from, like, the people at the top, you know? Like, they don't actually care about your piercings, they just want to show you that they control you, you know?
Oh, I'm so excited to burn this place to the ground.
Oh, please. It sucks over there. Speaking of, let's go.
Wahoo!
And yeah, she like shows you. Well, I mean, she just kind of gestures to the benches, just saying, "Sit somewhere."
Sweets takes the passenger seat.
Hell yeah.
I got longer legs. I need the leg room.
All right. Oh, fair enough. And
Like, I've literally seen you make your legs shorter. This is...
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you asking me to censor myself for a fucking truck?
I'm saying that it seems ridiculous that that would be a thing that you need when you seem to be able to fit, like, anywhere you want.
Oh, so other people's needs are ridiculous now.
I mean,
not necessarily other people's needs, mainly just you.
Well, Bowen, let me tell you, you're getting the ableism down. You're gonna fit right in.
Hey!
Just like, I'm gonna fit right into this seat, and she sits down.
Rouge,
And
like,
she
they,
just
before...
to be spiteful, she does move the seat back and stretch her legs, unless Rouge is doing something first.
No. Yeah, just as like Rouge, as she's like, she's close, the back of the truck, gets up front and turns around to like talk to Rowan and Cooper in the back, or specifically addresses Rowan. Like, hey, buddy. So like, I get that you're off-world, but like, just because you can take up less space by curling up, doesn't mean that that's pleasant to do. I just keep that in mind. Yeah, of course. I got you. Right, and now, let's go. And she turns the ignition on, and the rumble of the motor kicks in for a little bit before it sort of goes silent, and there's the sound of hissing air. She just kind of sighs a little bit. I mean, it's, it's the only reason why it works, but it's the fact that it starts so you think you can drive immediately, but they've installed something that then stops it so you can't drive before it's cycled out the air. And it's just, and then there's that of the engine kicking in. Oh, and there we go. Let's go. And you begin.
Oh, I thought it was going to be one of those pumps that just is like really like stuttery sounding.
Oh no.
You know, the ones that sound like a jackhammer, just like...
Yup. Yup. And yeah, you begin driving into the mist. You leave the last bit of clear air and greenery behind you, and pretty soon you can barely see, like, sorry, getting caught on distances. You can't see very far, what with it being a mist. And Rouge has to, like, slow down significantly, just to, like, keep her eyes on the old road that's long since overgrown. And, or rather, not overgrown, just kind of been destroyed slowly, eroded by time. Yeah, as you drive into the murky gray, we'll take our first ad break. Hello, chatted room. Shoutouts to Weeb.
I mentioned the concept of modding. The concept. Anyway, it made me think of Weeb.
Yeah. The best mod.
The best mod.
Yeah.
He doesn't like being called best mod, yet he's
Oh, hi,
always
Weeb.
there with good and actionable modding advice when anyone needs it.
Yeah. Hi, Weep.
Hi, Weeb.
Weeb.
Get
Oh.
grown tube nerd effect. I'll take this my dinner. This is my dinner.
Dinner for dog.
Now, hang on. I can't be fighting off the dog and the cat at the same time. I have to eat my
Dinner
dinner.
for dog.
A good dog would fight the cat.
You're so right. I'm rolling up my
don't.
sleeves immediately.
No,
No, don't
No,
suplex
not in
the
a
cat.
fist fight. Hi, Cake. Hi, baby.
Oh my god, speaking of cats, before we get back into it, I got a belated birthday gift today from my uncle, and it was a fucking giant Lego model of a tuxedo cat.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
It's literally bigger than my actual living cat.
oh my god!
Moxie's like, am I a fucking joke to you?
Who is this pretender? This false idol?
Right. So yeah, you're starting to drive along these old broken roads through a mist that is nearly just a complete gray cover over the windows. It's just barely that you can make out the shapes of hills in the distance, old withered trees, and thankfully, the road.
Man, wouldn't it be fucked up if, like, off in the distance we saw just some giant shape just sort of obscured by the mist, but clearly, like, moving around?
That would be fucked up. Anyway,
Why you gotta say
like-
stuff like that while we're driving through?
You know, like the big things what live in the ocean.
yeah.
What do you mean? What big things?
Just the scary shit down there. I don't know.
Right.
Look, I'm just trying to make conversation. I can sense that you're upset by something that I've said.
No. I'm realizing I don't really know what lives in your planet's oceans, and the thought of that is worrying. But we don't have to worry about that because we're not going to go anywhere near the ocean.
I mean, it's probably
sure
sort of
that
the
the
same
mist
stuff
isn't-
that you got, just sillier, maybe? Sorry, Koopa, you were saying something.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure the mist isn't in the water.
Well,
Well,
I mean, it.
is it water soluble?
We've not
See, I guess if
really
you think about it,
tested
most
that
mist
out.
is water.
Yeah.
It's in the air. Is it in the water cycle?
It, You're gonna have to talk to an expert about that. I don't know that stuff.
Wait,
But it's-
have we been drinking mist?
No. I hope
No,
not.
No, because that one adult video star took the copyright, so they can't sell it anymore.
God.
Chat, for those who don't know, there was a porn star named Sierra Mist, spelled differently. I'm pretty sure it was also her real name. And PepsiCo tried to sue to say she was infringing on their brand, but they hadn't renewed the copyright for Sierra Mist. So she took the copyright, and that's why the drink that's why Pepsi sells Starry now, and no Sierra Mist no longer exists.
I didn't
Incredible.
know she. I thought she was just a streamer.
I
Incredible.
love that.
Right?
That's very good. Right. So the gray starry PepsiCo starry. Yeah, as you're driving, sort of talking about these things, Rouge says it like, yeah, there's I mean, not to unsettle you, but I have seen some pretty big shapes lumbering around. I mean, we're not talking, you know, we're not talking like Stefan Monarch's The Mist style big lumbering monsters, but certainly we're sticking close to the road is, you know, generally how you avoid that issue. Anyway, that's probably not something we have to worry about, but you were wondering, and so I thought I'd mention it anyway.
Huh.
Are we gonna be going through, there was a town I remember on the map, kind of right between the edge of, the Animal Village territory and the animal territory and the machine territory. Do we drive through that town?
Oh, are you the big town or the small town? Because the big town, no. The
Hope's Reach, that's the one. I had to dig through my mind palace.
the road that leads, I mean, that would be the obvious way to go, but Hope's Reach is more or less impossible to drive through, so we're gonna have to sort of skirt around it. It's
why? What happened to Hope's Reach?
a lot.
Impossible to drive through because it's so full of rubble, or for other external reasons.
That bit is pretty important. That certainly makes it hard to drive through there. What with broken buildings, giant potholes, sinkholes. It got hit pretty bad by the quakes when the rift opened. And besides that, it had a lot of inhabitants, and not a lot of them made it out in time.
So what?
Oh.
So they're just shambling around amalgamated in there? What?
Not had the courage to check. I don't know. I'm hoping not.
Well, shouldn't somebody check?
I mean, what, do you want to go there?
Look, I don't know what our timetable is, but I don't know.
I mean, this is a rental. But I guess I can take us closer than I planned. I mean, you gotta remember, this truck gives you like 15 meters of lifeline. Like, that's it. You, like, there's not a lot of, we're not exactly in an exploration vehicle. They don't really make those.
Yeah, I don't think we should really be going and looking for danger.
Looking for danger or looking for... Look, if nobody knows what's going on, I mean, I'm not saying let's drive right down the fucking main thoroughfare, but if nobody knows what's happening there, shouldn't somebody?
We'll swing by, but I'm out of there at the first sign of trouble. I don't know if you're ready to sort of face the idea of both, shall we say, naturally occurring disasters and attacks. Like, again, I'm not really worried about, you know, the idea that maybe there's monsters shambling about in there. I'm mostly worried about the sinkholes. Because if we get stuck out here, we're fucked. But I'll take us as close as I'm comfortable with, because you raise a good point.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I need to know for some reason.
I kind of just thought from the map that would be... We would at least have to drive past it, kind of.
I mean, yes, not really. We'll I'm usually able to see it vaguely, but if we want to get a proper look, I mean, that's a lot closer than I've ever gone.
Xweets looks visibly frustrated. Just sort of, you know, like barrier frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's an answer to a question that she doesn't know the wording to that's locked behind a door, and she's, you know, mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Xweets, did you know people there or something, or... Well...
Might have... I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, and real quick, this isn't above the board. This is so tiny. But very briefly, when Rouge had said, well, you gotta remember, Xweets does wince a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
but,
boy.
You know, shrugs it off because you know, it's the knee-jerk reaction, but obviously she's aware from context. She's not being critiqued here. It's just loaded language for her.
Yep. You know, Xweets, I never really did ask. I mean, you kind of just kept to yourself mostly. Did you come from here, or did you know somebody from Hope's Reach?
I don't know. I've got no memories of being there, but just the name feels important to me, I guess.
I mean, it was the capital city, so it's a good chance. Even if it's buried between something, but... I mean, I knew people from there. It's been kind of unpleasantly easy to focus on the day-to-day task of keeping the village alive. Just not forgetting, just sorta not thinking about it, you know?
Yeah. Xweets looks kind of lost in thought, I think.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's weird too, because every time I drive past it, I think... Well, I don't really think. It's just kind of that gut feeling of... You know, like goosebumps, like driving through a cold spot. I mean, I had friends there, but it's... Ooh, nope. I'm not gonna drive a truck and talk about that right now. If I've not thought about it in 3 years. I'm not gonna open right now. I need to focus. And the truck does hit like a slightly big rock in the road and bumps. Oh god, yeah, that's what I mean. I gotta, yeah, eyes on the road.
Sweets' head fully hits the ceiling.
Ro has reflexively drawn Starflare out.
Are you gonna fight the pothole?
I don't know.
Fill it with hopes and dreams.
I'm just a bit jumpy. This place gives me the creeps just all over.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Is it fucked up to say that I find the low visibility weirdly kind of comforting?
No, I get it.
Not like I feel like I'm in a safe place, but you know how like if it's raining real hard and you can't really see very far, all of a sudden it just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's something about it.
I mean, once you
I don't
sort
know.
of stop thinking about the mist as the mist, it's just kind of, yeah. I mean, it's almost like having a blanket thrown over you. And it's so quiet out here. Oh, I see a deep dive. Hello.
Deep the dive.
Deep into dive.
I get one question. Let me figure out a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reason I'm deep diving is with what Rouge has said about not wanting to think about it. I think Sweets is sort of probing the appropriateness of how much more sort of inquiry is okay to make with this particular person, because she's freshly full of questions, knowing that she's sitting next to someone who knows at least a little bit about it, but also has been told very clearly, I don't want to think about certain parts of it. Here's my question. Forgive me if it's a bit abstract.
Go for it.
Is there a safe topic upon which to continue asking about Hope's Reach that Rouge won't find personally distressing?
Ooh. Yes. Probably. Hmm. Let's see. I mean, do you,
like if she were to ask like a targeted question about, I'm trying to figure, because Kat the player knows a little bit of what was in Hope's Reach, and I'm trying to find the right way for Sweets to ask a non-loaded question to get some of that information.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
and I think she's trying to find a way to ask about the bits that she's curious about that doesn't require Rouge to talk about any of the people that she lost.
Yeah. I mean, probably going about it either by asking about, like, I don't know, the buildings, like the way it's depicted on the map, what those mean. She might, be able to swing it, or something to the effect of, like, I mean, anything that isn't as much, talking about people there, but more just kinda like sorta asking tour guide questions. Like just kind of facts about Hope's Reach could probably let her talk about it without digging into unpleasant memories.
Cool.
Darkbolt has a great
Take 2
question.
seconds and-
Did we form links with Rouge?
We sure haven't.
I was thinking that it would be about time for Xweets to forge hers after whatever this next question is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, let's take the question, and then we can probably have a little link about it.
So, like, look, you don't have to go into anything that's too personal, but like, I know it was the capital and all of that, but like, what? I don't know why. I guess. I mean, what was there?
Oh. Huh. I also gotta find that.
Sweet says, yeah, take your time. To you specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, she says, well, I think it was sort of a port town, maybe? I know they eventually, from what all that I can remember, all that, anyone can remember, anyone alive at any rate, it became, in my lifetime, it was sort of the place to stand against the expansion of the machines, because they were trying to grab anything. Because they really wanted, they still do. They still do. They want to mine everything. Everything. They're gonna... Yeah.
What is wrong with them?
They're gonna kill themselves and then the rest of us if they're not fucking careful.
Yeah, they've done a lot of damage already.
You'd think that this horrible mist would be the signal to stop, or pull back.
Oh yeah, you'd think so. But no. They thought, well, whatever's capable of doing this must be pretty nice to have. So they kinda been working at, you know the thing. And she just kinda... Not me realizing right now that sort of the view from Animal Village, I don't know that it makes sense that you can see the drill. I'll be so real, I don't actually know where on the map the drill would be. But anyway.
Cartoon world logic.
Yeah.
Vaguely probably somewhere, either Old Mine Town or over the crack.
Yeah.
Straddling the crack?
No. Maybe not. It's for dramatic emphasis. That's it.
Yeah.
It's actually a giant billboard that Maze put up.
I was about to say. It was an advertisement for the drill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With just some very simple moving parts.
That's what's in Shipstead. It's just a big ad for the drill.
Coming soon.
But yeah, no, she yeah, sort of gestures into like the vague distance further into the mist, where like the complete obfuscation of the mist like makes it impossible to see anything, except suddenly sort of above it there's what looks like a giant chimney just like pumping out black smoke. She kind of points in that direction. Yeah, they saw the, you know, they thought, hey, let's just build a drill that can handle this stuff. And I mean, that's it. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna stop them. Probably nothing. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, the drill can handle the mist. We'll see if it can handle keyblades.
That is your plan, right? You're gonna take down that thing?
Don't exactly know how, but it's gotta go.
We'll figure it out. But anyway...
I did kind of forget that was what we were going to do. Oh, we don't... Of course we have a plan. We should go over that again, you know, soon.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I remember, you wanted to get to the city to... Well, it's got the weak knees. But if I remember correctly, you also wanted to go there to sort of find more details about it.
Yeah, are you two
gummy ship parts?
You two having memory problems?
No.
Increasingly. What?
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 Wait, seriously, Koopa, you what?
No, I'm fine. That was a bad joke.
Oh. Huh.
Insight check. Deep dive.
Xweets
Actually,
begrudgingly remembers that she is in fact the one who's had to wrench control of this whole team.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, she's me in college. Every time there's a group project, I tell myself, this time I'm going to be the one that doesn't do shit. And by the end of it, I'm the one that's done all of it.
Mm-hmm.
We
come
had
face to face with my lack of ability to trust other people to do things right, because I'm usually correct about it.
We're gonna need information from the inside, because the only thing that we know is that there's a weak point in the knees.
That's right. Right, yeah, we didn't really have a whole lot of... There is a big drill.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's ready to go soon.
Sure is.
And we were gonna look for some gummy ship pieces. Or anything that's like similar or close.
Yeah, because we're missing
The
some,
warp
because
drive.
Maze... Was that the one that blew up, or was that the engine?
That's the one that blew up.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, we'll need...
Well,
And we need a cockpit.
I mean, Red's fucking notes in his crayon chicken scratch also made it seem like you got pieces of your friggin' candy boat making up mechanical bits in the town or something, in Machine City or something. I'll be honest, I thought it was robots for the longest time, and I thought the gummy pieces were in the robots. But then, as you can tell, I did eventually find out that no, it's just assholes in suits. So I'm not exactly sure what the shit is inside of, but like I remember the diagram.
Well, we got the name of
assholes in suits are robots.
And we got the name of one of the places to go and get information about the gummy ship stuff, which is one of the garages.
Yeah, the licorice garage.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I get it. For the longest time, we couldn't figure out why they'd started calling themselves the Machines. It seems it's kind of a you can't call us soulless monsters if we call us soulless monsters move. I don't really know. I think they think it's cool.
It's really dumb.
I mean, it's confusing if nothing else.
Hey, look at me. I business so hard. I'm like a machine over here. This is fucking dumb.
Yeah, and they keep they keep talking about the grinder set. It's...
The what?
Or the grind set. It could be the grind set. I don't really listen that much.
Grinder set something else.
Splash no! Splash yes.
I thought that was an app on the gummy phone.
Why do you know about that app, Rowan?
The fuck's an app?
So do you know about computers?
Yeah.
So you know how executables on computers can sometimes be called applications?
Yes. Yes, I've known that before this moment, absolutely.
Yeah. So an app is like a tiny application because it goes on your phone is tiny.
Huh.
Wait,
Also
how come
like mozzarella
you know
sticks.
about... How come you know about that app?
I think we should stop talking.
Sweets is just kind of squinting and looking back and forth between the two of you.
Yeah. Rouge does say, like, oh, Sweets, if you're not... They've got so much slang about their technology stuff over there. It's probably best not to ask. It's just not... If you don't get it, just pretend you do. You'll probably get unwanted attention if you start asking questions like, what's an app? Unfortunately.
You gotta start speaking in 3-letter acronyms, and it doesn't matter what are or that they mean anything. You just need to throw them into each casual like, and people will think, oh, that's someone who knows.
Finn, you are unfortunately cutting out a little bit.
No!
Yeah.
You tell it.
What if I turn this off?
Oh.
Cooper voice, Cooper voice, Cooper voice, EBBBBB.
Audio jungle.
Audio jungle.
Seems good on my end.
Yep.
What are you two
I was saying
talking
that-
about back there. What the fuck's an audio jungle?
Preview.
Sweets, I was saying what you gotta do is you gotta speak with 3-letter acronyms, and it doesn't really matter that they mean anything at all. You just gotta throw them into your speech, and people will be like, oh, that's someone who knows something.
I'm gonna hate this, aren't I?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for Machine City to be SOF.
That's right, you got it.
You're sounding like one of them already.
I immediately forgot what letters you'd said and thought you made an acronym for so full of fun.
Oh no, set on fire.
Yours is better than mine.
So
Thank you.
full of fun.
Hey, that's kind of funny, though. You can say any 3 letters, and we know what it means. It's all insulting, but they'll think that we're being cool or something.
Rowan, you can't.
Yeah, like POS could mean point of sale, but it could mean piece of shit.
Kupo, I'm not sure I've ever heard you swear, now that I think about it.
If you had, I didn't.
If you had, I
Okay.
didn't.
So does the sensor only work with sweets? Does that mean it comes from you?
What are you talking about?
Oh, when you swear, like, I've picked it up from context, but anytime you swear, like, a funny noise goes really loud over the top of the swear.
It what?
Yeah.
Since when?
Like, always.
Yeah, I thought you were doing it on purpose.
No. What?
Or, like, it was coincidental that something was happening every single...
Yeah, like there just happened to be like a construction site that also was dropping a piano.
Right? Or, like, a loud goose kind of in the middle distance.
In the middle distance.
What's it doing out there?
I don't know, honking when Sweets is trying to say a swear.
Hi, I'm
Sweets
the
is silently
family-friendly
grappling
goose.
with. Sweets is silently grappling with, and she never fucking told me, not once. Anyway, I feel like I've sort of distracted from the main conversation here, so we're going to Hope's Reach.
Right, yes. Did I... Yeah, so I mentioned it was sort of a... I mean... It was never really, you know, directly... war against the machines, but they like to participate in hostile takeovers, they called it.
So war.
The war.
It just mostly meant as long as we had...
Mergers and acquisitions.
Yeah, they kept trying to buy up land and people. And like... Oh, Cooper, you swear.
What do you mean? What do you mean? And people?
Well, in the sense they try to pay people off to sort of, you know, either give their stuff to them or work for them, stuff like that. Try to pay people to move to Machine City from, I mean, mostly Hillside and Hope's Reach. Because if all the people there didn't live there anymore, it would be a lot easier to just kind of get what they wanted. So anyway, it was sort of a... At least that's how I knew it. Sort of a town that kept saying no increasingly louder and had to say no with increasing frequency. They were very insistent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, I also think... Now that I'm thinking about sort of the history of it, I mean, my history is sort of... I was never really that interested, but from what I heard, like, it sort of started out as, you know, port town, because, you know, it's got the river, it's at the coast, it's you know, a good place for a big city, trade and all that. And then at some point there was this well, back in those days, the world wasn't... I mean, it isn't anymore. There was a good sweet spot where the world was pretty safe, but before now, and then before that, they sort of established a little bit of a, sort of... Monster Hunters or something? I don't know, it's kind of old. And I mostly think it's just making shit up. But, I mean, if it's true, it's cool. Certainly there are monsters, but anyway, so you know, big town grows a little bigger, then they start having trouble with... I mean, we can probably just say local wildlife. It might not have been the best thing in the world. I don't know. It's in the past. But anyway, yeah, so they sort of established this, like... academy, I guess, is the word? To, like, train people and send people out and organize them and all that stuff. And then that sort of helps Reach to have the power to say no to the machines.
What was the power?
I don't know. Being good at fighting, I guess? Or just being well established and not needing whatever resources the machines had to offer. That was how they got a lot of their, like, the initial towns was, you know, people who'd lived off the land forever, and then suddenly somebody comes in and promises glitz and glamour, and it looks nice, you know? And you say yes, and then all of a sudden, you didn't get what you were promised, and also you've lost your home, so... People learned eventually that the machines weren't to be trusted.
Kinda sounds like what we have back where I'm from.
Oh?
There's a central academy that defends against, well, beings of darkness, and mainly heartless. Keeping the town safe and free of them.
Yeah, when you say local wildlife, do you mean heartless or do you mean something else?
I would imagine it was something that used to live here before the shadow creatures.
Right.
I don't know if they sort of took over. I mean, the academy people, if they... I mean,
if they were dealing against heartless...
I mean, I
wonder if ours knew.
They were growing kind of... You know, I mean, it was, you know, you've read fantasy, you know how it is. It's the big knight academy, and you want to be a knight in shining armor and all that. So they kind of got a good handful of people, and then at some point they sort of stopped being noticed. I don't know if they actually... I mean, because then that's where the folk stories come in, because there's still stories about these sort of heroes, but at some point the academy just kind of shut its doors, and they weren't really seen around that much.
So the academy is... The academy is where the Keyblades are from?
Huh?
I mean, we don't know that it has anything to do with Keyblades. It could be anything.
Well, what the fuck else would they be teaching them? Xweets is suddenly maybe more irritable than one might expect.
And I mean...
What else would they be fighting? What else would they be fighting with? Right?
The folk heroes, is that the same as the five that we were hearing about before?
Yeah.
Is the academy building still there?
I mean, I think so. I mean, it's you know, it's all kind of... you know, stories get muddled, and even when people start talking about recent legends, it's like, okay, but are we just kind of coping with the fact that we live in a incredibly dangerous monster-infested hell? You know, like, are we just telling each other stories to feel better about it? I'm leaning yes. I've never seen anyone do these big cool things, really. I mean, they're... Wait. You said keep blades?
Yes.
Is that what... Is that
Wait,
what...
do you not know? Have you Sweets tries to find a way, a position for her hand to summon Candy Crown that won't, like, you know, crack a windshield or phase it into the radio or something?
Mm-hmm.
This thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're what we fight with.
They're... No, it's some sort of trick, right? Those are not real. Is that like an elaborate toy or something?
You know about them?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's stories. Magic swords don't exist.
Rowan summons Star Flare.
Huh.
Look, I understand the line between legend and history is a little blurry here, but I promise you the magic swords are on the real and exist part of that line.
She's just
I'm sorry,
kinda
I don't know why I'm...
looking between Candy Crown and Starflare, not looking at the road.
Trash can, trash can, trash can, trash can!
What? And you hit something pretty hard. Like the whole truck sort of like loses grip in one side for a moment, slams back down, and just rattles you completely.
All right, you know what? I'll take the rap for that one. Maybe we stop for a minute and finish the conversation and continue going.
Yeah, okay. And she, like, notices that while the engine is still spinning, you have already stopped. And as she's taking her foot off the speeder, she's like, oh no. I think
What?
Oh no.
I think we're
What?
I think we're stuck. Hang on. And she like gasses up. And the truck just makes, like, just spins in place. Just,
No.
Okay, no. It's fine. We don't panic yet. This is why I got this truck, because this one we can go outside and we can fix this. It's fine.
Sweets has already got her mask on and is like, would have opened the door by now, but then realizes right as she's about to open it, she doesn't know if opening the door will let mist in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it was fully about to just launch
and it's
herself
like, no,
out of the car.
No. We gotta all get our masks on. Jesus, wait a minute. And then you hear a thump against the side of the truck.
Fuck was that?
What was that?
Rouge is checking the side view mirrors. Oh, good. Those keyblades any good? Because we got problems outside. And I can't drive away from them right
the
now.
mask on.
And yeah, she also like puts on a mask. I'm
Rouge,
gonna.
do you fight?
I'm not good at it. So like,
Stay in the truck.
Yep. Got it.
Once everyone is masked up, Xweets does open and get out at the first opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Masked up.
Wait, quick question. One, does Mog also have a business outfit?
I didn't design one for him, but I sure hope he does.
Yeah.
I like the idea that it's the same outfit, just add a tie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that or he's dressed up like a Rolodex or something.
Yes. Because
Don't
second
mind
question.
me, I'm just a stapler, Kupo.
Exactly.
Yes. I'm just a novelty clock.
I'm a decorative
He's a
bowl of
drinky
candies.
bird.
Hands off.
The drinky bird.
Yeah. He's a good luck cat. Because yeah, that second question is does he also get a little mask? Which of course he does.
I did not mean to roll there, but
Well?
there it is.
Well, but you did mean to make a light link.
Mm-hmm.
Your link with the truck is unsuccessful.
I'll take the experience. That's a level up for me.
Yippee! Yeah, let's get some Rouge links. But it is a miss. So your link move doesn't trigger. The GM gives you a link, but also picks one. So why were you thinking light link here?
Friend.
Friend.
Friends.
Yeah, no. I don't see like any other way this link could shake out at this moment. So yeah, you get a light link.
Hell yeah.
And then also I make a move.
Oh boy.
So let me just grab Interstitial.
Oh no, what an
Thank
issue.
you, Rowan, for inviting the DM to make a move as hard as she wants as soon as we've been stranded and have established that there are hostile entities afoot.
But I leveled.
Congratulations, now your arms are too big for your sleeves, and yet we're still in a problem.
Wow, Rowan, when did your arms get so big?
All right, is now the time?
I don't know. I just ate spinach this morning and then
Stop it! Stop it!
check it out. I can break the sleeves.
My biceps have biceps.
She is very lightly but very repeatedly slapping them both. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Ow, ow, ow,
Ow, ow, ow, ow, ow.
Huh. What do I even want to do here? You know? Here's what I will do. Dupe, do you have any locked light links?
Yes.
Please unlock one of them.
You got it.
Uh-oh.
Who did you choose?
Ugh.
Or who can you choose actually? What do you have?
Sweets.
Is that your only locked light link?
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Okay, wait, hang on. Let me hear what your other locked links are.
Mastery, I've got Mog, Ramu, and Ifrit. Heart, I've got Cooper.
Oh,
I don't have any other
interesting.
locked ones.
Oh, interesting.
Oh no!
I think we're gonna unlock the one you have with Ifrit.
No!
I mean, it's still there. It's just not evergreen anymore. Because, well, I don't know. Something in your heart just... It's almost like a chain has been broken. A link has been unlocked, if you will. Anyway.
I've done it.
Thanks. On Sweets with the 11. That's a big one. Remind me again how your link move works.
It does nothing triggers now.
Okay, so you just get the mastery link.
Yeah, amalgamating happens when I lock a link, and my basic one happens when someone forms a dark link.
Right. And the coop.
And as to the Y mastery, it was going to be light, but since this link has been made only mere moments after Sweets told Rouge to stay in the truck, she is feeling the need to be protective of someone, and thus has begun to see sort of a distance between the two of them in that way specifically.
Mm-hmm. And Cooper.
Friend.
Yeah, on a 7, your link move doesn't trigger, or the link isn't what you intended, but you, of course, just choose doesn't trigger, because it only triggers when you fail. So yeah, you get it. It's so funny to me that, like, this game clearly has a setup for, like, on a mixed success, you either choose to get your superpower activated, or the link isn't quite what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like, or if you want your superpower, you're gonna have to give up getting this type of link. But literally all of you is just like, nah. I don't need it to trigger.
What if
it's
there was
fine.
something else instead?
Yeah.
Hey, Duke, if it helps you feel any better, just remember, since you leveled up, so to find is to lose is to find.
Yeah.
Above board, I'm okay with the decision, but also,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
The player is harrowed by that, despite it not really affecting me directly.
yeah, no, story-wise, I'm also harrowed by it deeply. Gameplay-wise, ooh, interesting.
That's dramatic.
Ooh.
No! I knew you were gonna fucking do that.
I'm being grisped.
Oh no.
I forgot what that quote was for a second there. I was like, oh, I know,
Well,
I know what that's from. What was that, like a book or a movie? Hold on, what was that one?
Well, what did you find then? If you... I feel like you're forgetting something really important. Anyway. I almost wanna... I almost wanna say, like, Rowan, like, just briefly, somewhere at the back of his mind, hears a voice saying, which he of course knows means break the chain. But I don't know if he actually does that. That's your character. I'm just sliding you a little treat.
I think he is
I
going
left some
to hear
flavor
that,
in the corner for you.
and he's going to just sort of have a look on his face for a flash of a moment that's like very distracted.
Bow and look alive. Sweet
Huh?
sort of nudges him.
Right,
You know,
right.
the clear and present danger of it all, bud. Come on. Stay with me here.
And as you mask on, get out of the truck to face whatever danger is out there, we're gonna take another ad break.
Wow.
Here we go. Hi, chat room. We are so back.
Chad, do you have any bat snacks?
You know.
I mean, if Nyx has any sort of snacks, then by definition, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So you have put on your masks, you've opened the truck and gone outside. You know, I am just now realizing that I do think I intended to describe it the like umbilicals connect to the outside. But that
I feel like you did because that's exactly how I've been picturing it.
Good. All right. Excellent. Because they like the umbilicals won't get cut by closing the door behind you. You know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I don't know if it's like put on the mask, hold your breath, get outside, and plug the fucking tube into like a socket on the truck. Like it might be something like that.
These were clearly made to solve an existent problem with pieces we already had on hand.
Yeah. Yep.
And it works, don't worry about it.
It works, don't worry about it. Exactly. And as you get outside, you can see two slender, faceless, humanoid, silvery creatures slamming themselves into the side of the truck. The very same detached monsters that you'd fought before. One of them is like already making its way towards the front of the truck. The other has like heard that you've come out and is coming towards you. And outside in the mist, you can see 3 more of them are lurking, waiting to strike.
One moment.
Oh?
Before engaging in combat, Sweets is gonna try just like, get out of here. Yeah. Just sort of like making herself big and sort of like trying to make scary gestures at them.
To scare them away?
Yeah. Get out of here.
Let's see, on a 9, they'll do it, but need some clear assurance or evidence first.
Kick your ass. I'll do it. Above board, if this doesn't work, that's fine. I just thought it would be funny.
Yeah. Like, the one that was, like, about to sort of try and get into the cabin of the truck has, like, slithered back down and turned its attention on you. The one that was already headed towards you has, like, recoiled and almost looks like it's about to just leave you alone. But then it detects the other 2. And it makes an effort to get around Xweets to attack Rowan and Cooper. So currently we have like one trying to dodge Xweets to attack Rowan and or Cooper, and we have the 3 from outside that are like, as soon as anything happens, they are like pounced to, like they are poised to strike.
is it immediately evident what is wrong with the truck? Is one of them just back there holding up the rear axle so it can't go anywhere? Or
that is an extremely good question. You can't see it from here. You'd have to walk around to the front of the truck.
Oh boy.
We just had this combat song. Lol. Is there only one song on the playlist? No, okay.
But I don't know if your spaceship shit extends to trucks, but I feel like that's you.
He's gonna he's got Starflower out, and he's gonna look at the ones coming toward, and he's just like, soon as we're not in danger,
we can cover you. We can get out of danger by leaving.
I don't know that there is not in danger here.
Rowan, as soon as you say that and sort of step forward, ready to defend, attack, looking at these things feels like being drugged in ice water. Because the way that their hands are clasped together within the silvery skin, the way you can tell that there are legs inside their tail that are like trying to move beyond the constraints of the giant belt, but not being able to, and just the like undeniable feeling that you know exactly what these people feel like in this moment.
He's like trying to assess the situation. While also just kind of like caught with that feeling, and his hand really clenches tight on Starflare.
But when you can't freeze now, I need you to move. Go.
But it's already too late. One of them sees this moment of weakness in Rowan and lunges at him. And I will say, in this case, Rowan freezes up. It has to be one of you that have to defend him if he is not to take one harm here.
That's Sweets. Let me get the roll. Because whether she's realized it or not, consciously, Sweets has already just sort of fallen into group leader mode. Fucking group mom or whatever. Oh my god, it's defend from harm. Where the fuck is it?
Where is it?
There's okay. I was looking for from harm. All I had was defend. There we go.
Ah. Holy. Yeah. Holy shit.
Cool. And this means I get to use my new ability as well.
Ew.
Because with Sweets' last level up, I took the ability Stronger Than You on Defend from Harm. On a 7+, you may also choose one effect from Strike to Subdue.
Oh, shit!
Ooh.
Yeah! Yeah!
And I think I'm going to choose Force a Change of Location.
Ooh.
Actually, hang on. Do I want to do that or do I want to de-escalate the situation? But I don't know if I could de-escalate by dealing with one. I think Force a Change of Location, she's going to like, as she's just going to like, sort of catch it in her hands. And like, because I assume it was coming at him pretty hard.
Yeah.
And going to like redirect its momentum and like do a spin and throw it.
Yeah!
Get to the engine and figure out what's going on. Come on.
Right. And he's gonna run and go get to the engine and have a look around the front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like as the thing just kind of quickly gets, obscured by the mist, it you hear a cartoonishly crashing sound as it hits something out there. There's a freaking cat howl and everything. It's glass shattering, is trash cans being knocked around.
Sound of a piano breaking.
Yeah.
I feel like Xweets is oriented against trying to immediately kill these things just because of what Will said. Despite the fact that these are the same creatures that we saw in the library, Will was so clear that the denizens of the mist are being actively scrambled that, like, part of her isn't confident enough that there's nothing that can be done for these people, that she doesn't want to just stamp them out.
Mm-hmm.
She has no idea what, but just we can't figure out how to fix them later if we kill them all now.
Yeah. Yeah, like, Rowan, as you start, I mean, either, I suppose, because we had the one that was coming for you that's now thrown away and is out of the picture. We have another one coming down sort of the driver's side, so you can either, like, run around it or, like, hit it on your way to the engine, or you can run around the other side.
I'm saying I'm following you wherever you go.
Okay.
Unless you tell me to pincer maneuver.
Pincer?
I hardly
know her.
And what's the so just so my brain can, like, get the full thing of it. We've got them coming down. What does the front of the truck look like?
Like the physical truck, or sort of the state of it?
Like the state of it.
I mean, from what you can see without being up there, it looks fine. Like, you can't immediately see what the issue is without getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it isn't smoking, it isn't, like, cracked or anything. Like, it doesn't look like anything's wrong.
I think he's going to attempt a defend from harm against one of the ones that's, like, close.
Like, did defend from it as he's, like, running past?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
While you're rolling that, I think after Xweets has thrown the one and told Rowan, get to the front, she's going to turn to Cooper and say, Cooper, how did can you do that gravity thing again? That time you turned me into spaghetti?
Ooh, that's a 12.
I probably sure could. Where do you want it?
She points at the three that are approaching.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like,
right,
I don't think we need to be killing anything. Let's just stop them long enough to figure out what's wrong and just get the hell out of here. If we fight all day, they're going to keep showing up and we're going to get overrun. Just, we got to move quick.
Yeah, and like, as like, they were, hanging back, waiting to strike, and the moment that Xweets threw one of them, they started moving and are approaching. But yeah, let's take this defend from harm. Also, both Cat and Dupe have rolled a 10+ on light, so if you have a spent locked link, you can refresh it.
Wahoo!
Light link specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, you prevent or avoid the danger.
Light link.
Spent locked light link.
The arsonist had webbed feet.
Irish wristwatch.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
But before I cast Magnet, do we want to resolve Rowan?
Yes. Yeah, so like as you're running up towards the front of the truck, this detached monster is like trying to get behind you, but like slithering up the side of the truck, and like as you pass it, it like almost just lets itself fall down upon you to like wrap you with its tail and its head tentacle.
I think that he does a Zen Tetsuken to to just be like, nope.
So he just stops, and in the moment it would hit him, he's just like zoomed across.
Just wails on it, and then just like manages to get past, and just in the like while it's stunned from just being hit a bunch by the Keyblade.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a stickler, but his Antetsuken's an instant kill, and you've defended.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever is like that. Then kill.
Reversal.
It's he smacks it upside down, but not enough to kill it. It's fine.
He did his triangle command.
Oh wait, that was supposed to be Suntetsuken. What? Goofy tornado? And no.
Ah, damn it! I've got Ultra on again.
I don't want to play the Buzz Lightyear shooting gallery.
Stitch, get out of here! Not now.
Brum, 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 brum. Damn it!
But yeah, you like hit it, manage to stun it, and move past it, towards, to the front of the truck. But before you get up there, Xweets and Cooper, these three are, ready to attack you. What are you doing to either get them before they get to you, or to just defend yourself from them?
I'm gonna cast a magic spell.
Ooh.
We're gonna do Magnet again.
Yeah.
Was it Magnet or
And
Gravity
I think
that I used?
I think it was Magnus. She said gravity, but I think since Xweets was the one yelling at him to do it, I think I'm gonna roll a limit break to add that.
Yeah.
Mechanically.
Limit break.
Let me grab the.
I won't need to use advantage.
Also, is it Ver Magnet now?
What does this guy think he's Magnus Vermagnuson over here? 4-time world's strongest man? Anyway, doesn't matter.
It's a magnet with 2 north poles.
Because that's
too
usually
many
the red
Santas.
one.
Holy!
Way!
I mean, yeah. Fucking perfect.
Yeah, I think she's just sort of barking forcefully but supportively at him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, had it been in-game, it would be like a whole, like a fucking Crisis Core, like, it's a whole, like, separate place, suddenly, in a cutscene where Xweets is just shouting encouraging, but also harsh things at Cooper. And, suddenly, he feels a little more confident.
whoa.
And yeah, you get a +1 forward to do a magnet.
All right, we're gonna first time casting. As I say, first time casting a spell with this Keyblade.
No.
Absolutely not true.
Nope. Demonstrably false.
Demonstrably
It's neither
false.
your nor its first time.
Interesting.
Anyways, we're gonna try to cast Magnet.
What do you mean? Oh, with the advantage and everything.
So we did use advantage, and then we get a +1 to that, so a total of 12.
Yeah.
So semi-permanent condition, wherein there is now an attractive orb that these guys is stuck in. Hits more than one entity.
Mm-hmm.
Hits all 3 of them guys.
Yep.
And how about no unintended consequences?
Yeah.
We don't want them getting stronger or escape at speed or nothing. They're stuck in there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Getting fucking slingshotted back at us.
Yep. They deal 2 harm. Oh no!
Ah!
Hang on 1 moment. Gotta note something down.
What do you mean?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it.
All right. So yeah, you as they're like about to like pounce on the 2 of you, they just get swept up in this orb and just start rotating. And it's, oh boy, it's spaghetti. Because it's just tentacles and cartoon limbs and everything. Meanwhile,
Oh, and how's it looking?
Rowan,
They're caught up.
you're looking at the front of the truck and you're looking for, you know, whatever has you stuck. And you notice a you notice that there is a silvery, actually a row of silvery spikes. Ooh, Rowan gets an advantage. Or fuck me, dude. Piss. Cooper.
Literally written.
Literally written. It's. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, sees a. Rowan, you see like 3 silvery, like giant thorns or spikes or something big enough to be like. I mean.
Big enough to knock your keyboard onto the floor.
Yep. I mean, you know,
Close. It was a walking stick.
Ew.
I don't think that's very close.
Close. That's
Close.
a shape.
That's a shape.
Like each spike big enough, like the size of a dinner plate, in sort of a curved pattern, not not in the ground in a way of like trying to, it's not like caltrops trying to puncture you. It's just kind of blocking the wheel. And as you're standing there, looking at it, it disappears like the back of a whale down under the ground, and you feel a rumbling.
He's like looking around and like was about to strike at it, but now he's just like looking left and right. His keyblade is in his hand, and he's like really trying to focus on where it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me, Bowen. What's going on?
Weird thing just went into the ground. Wheels
It's
free,
water
but I don't know
falling
where
out.
that thing went.
Wheels free?
And as you say that, a thing bursts out of the ground from behind Rowan. A thing of just like shark-like body, almost sleek and aerodynamic, but with a pointed claw or horn or drill-like shape in the front. And its whole body is spinning. Its massive back spines just working as some sort of makeshift shitty arrow fletching. And Rowan, you have seconds to do something about this silvery, human-sized drill creature before it hits
Okay.
you.
I think instinctively he's just going to start with a defend from harm. So I'll go ahead and try to roll that.
Uh-huh.
I do have something after that, though, if that, depending on how that goes through.
Ew.
Dolphin.
Yeah.
Shaboop.
Danger averted, but it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or the GM makes a move. What do you want?
I fancy some spice.
Ew.
You make a move.
Oh ho ho ho.
I want the drama of it all.
When there are other people standing to... Sweets looks at you. When there are other people standing to be hurt by your drama, tell them to take a point of damage. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Shush, shush, back into the game with you.
Don't you push me down the aisle? You haven't heard the last of me.
Alright, I will pick the move Capture Someone as it's careening towards Rowan. This drill-like shape at the front of it opens up, splits 4 ways into a maw that grabs you, wraps around you, forms back into the drill, and burrows into the ground with you. You take 1 harm, and oh, that's Sweets. Sorry, Sweets, I didn't mean to hurt you.
Ow. Oh, never mind, I'm okay.
And
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Into the ground.
Oh yes.
How
Is the
long
ground-
is the tether on the mask?
That's such a good question. It is 15 meters, which gives you... let me just put that in feet real quick. That is 50 feet.
Yeah.
So, like, some leeway.
Like 5 stories.
And with him being grabbed and pulled down like this, and just in a moment of pure fight or flight now, he's gonna try and, like, wriggle from being captured. And then he's going to take a deep breath.
Uh-oh. Deep breath of dirt.
I mean, he's got his mask on.
Yeah, that's actually a great point. Oh, Sweets is taking a deep dive.
How strong does that tether look?
Pretty durable. It would have to take considerable cutting force to get through it.
Okay.
It's functionally a steel cable.
Cool. This is not to step on top of what Rowan's doing. Like, absolutely do your thing, but also concurrently while he's doing his thing, Xweets, as soon as she sees what's happening, just starts fucking pulling on the tether as hard as she can.
Oh, hell yeah.
Supo, give me a hand. It's got him in the ground somehow.
Oh, coming! As I say, I'm falling back already, but now also helping pull the tether.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And you
actually,
can sort of see like the Heartless sort of rippling around like her arms and stuff as it's, reforming itself to give her as much strength as possible, and she's like really gritting her teeth, and like her boots are dug really hard into the ground, and she's just like really just giving it everything.
So we have 3 Creepslinkmans in the fucking magnet carousel. However, as you go to pull the tether, there is still the one that Rowan's stunned, but it's fine now. And it goes for Cooper. So while you're pulling the tether, Cooper, you will get attacked. And if you want to help with the tether, you're just gonna have to eat that 1 harm. And in the same way, like, Xweets, well, ostensibly being, what with the darkness makes you stronger, counting as a small gang, I would say Xweets can both pull the tether and defend Cooper, but Cooper has to choose. But that also means Xweets doesn't pull her whole, like, put her whole strength into pulling Rowan out.
I am weighing my options. Has Cooper ever gotten hurt?
No, he has not.
I'm thinking Cooper's gonna still be trying to pull this tether, not even noticing that this guy is heading back this way. Eat the damage, but then I will do a strike about it.
Hell yeah. How about Xweets? Does she put her full force into getting Rowan out of the ground, or does she divert to both help Cooper and still pull?
I don't think she notices in time to react to the first one. Like, she's really... That thing is taking him now, and she's tunnel visioned in a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, she's still putting her whole cunt into it.
Yes! Yeah, so Cooper, this slithery silver creature goes, tries again to do what it tried to do to Rowan. It, like, clambers up the side of the truck, slithers across it with some speed, and then comes bearing down on you, wrapping itself around you and beginning to squeeze as you start, as you take 1 harm. And you can feel how it's trying not to, like, it's not trying to beat you up, it's trying to constrict you to death.
Didn't consider that the attack that was going to hit me was more than just a slap. Uh-oh.
I'll say you can still do a counterattack. You're not like incapacitated.
Yeah, in the middle of being about to be constricted.
Yeah, it will wrap fully around you, but for now it's just kind of you've been body slammed essentially.
What's Rowan doing with that deep breath?
Oh,
Holding it.
holding it.
Want to find out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's
I
go.
had
Let's
sort of
take it
assumed that
to
all
the
this was happening
underground.
concurrently.
Oh yes.
So, you know that level up I got?
Yeah.
Just now, yeah.
Oh boy.
Pick a move from this playbook. Gear second. Spend a heart link to gain absurd speed and agility.
What?
Roll for 2 separate basic moves in immediate succession.
Oh,
If either of these moves fails, you take harm and are left wide open,
oh
needing
boy.
to regain your strength.
He's
Uh-oh.
loafing. He's loafing.
I don't know that sounds like a smart idea.
Which is why it's perfect for Rowan.
Exactly.
I will say, since I mean, sort of depending on how that looks, but with Xweets and Cooper tugging on your lifeline, I'll say you get like +2 forward, 2 + 1 forwards. I don't know. Let's say
Ooh.
that you can add a since it's 2 moves, but either one can get a +1.
Okay. And what I'm gonna do is So first and foremost, I'm gonna spend the heart.
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
I'm gonna spend the heart link with Hatterene. So that's just used.
You get the intense feeling of regret of having been a monster for someone else, and it fills you with determination.
And then I'm going to use the 2 basic moves. I'm like trying to think which one is the most flavorful for this. Like I'm caught between 2 for one of them. I know which one of them is going to be, but I'm like, do I defend from harm or do I push through stress on the other one?
I mean, is the one you know the first one?
Yeah. Oh
Let's-
yeah, that's
let's-
strike with intent.
Hell yeah. Let's do that one first, and then you can decide.
Amazing. So, when you move to cause harm against another, roll with dark.
Ooh.
Which for him is actually a -1.
Yeah.
But it is very thematic because he's going to take a breath. He's going to close his eyes. He feels constricted, pulled down. And he can't help but think of the situation in his dream.
Mhm.
And as he takes that deep breath, he is going to grip harder onto the handle flare.
Oh,
That's so
baby.
fucking cool. That's so
Lovely.
fucking cool.
You rolled strike to subdue. Did you mean?
Oh
'Cause you had
shit.
said strike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong button. Damn it.
I mean, we can still
I
count the
didn't see
roll.
anything.
It's just a different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same modifier anyway because it's still
It
dark.
literally is. Like, it's a -1.
But roll it anyway just so we can see the table.
Of
Your options.
My options. I saw strike and then I clicked it. There it is. Boop.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That one doesn't count. Don't worry about it.
Oh, his dark is 0.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's good to know.
That's great to know.
Because part of the flavor that I want to put into this is as the magic and the panic and the stress and the pain comes back to him, he feels his warmth from inside boiling up. He clenches hard onto Starflare and manages to recreate what he did in the dream.
Oh!
As they form change into a pair of leg armor.
Yeah!
And he puts a lot of pain and anguish and determination into causing Starflare to jet fire out of the bottom of the boots. And he's going to take control of the situation and deal a great harm.
Oh, yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, first of all, you're just like blasting this thing point blank with fucking jet boots.
Mm-hmm.
And it is... Well, it should be shrieking. It isn't. But it is certainly reacting to quite a lot of pain as it's like twisting and trying to get away with you, or away from you, but also still keeping its grip on you. And you take control of the situation. How so?
Well, that is where I'm going to do my other roll.
Ew.
Also, Dupe, I've sent you a DM.
Oh my god, let me look.
Like, obviously keep doing what you're doing, but just...
Ooh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Can't believe you're keeping secrets.
How could you? From Finn?
From me. I like secrets.
Right, so what is your follow-up?
I do think that it's going to be a push for stress, given the situation, and given the flavor of everything. So he's going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to roll an advantage on that.
Yep, but hold your horses.
Mm-hmm.
Push through stress, the crust of the earth.
Stress the earth. I do pick which links you add to that. So
You sure do.
What is it you're attempting to do?
Mainly rocket up and get this guy to let go of him, while also hurting it with fire.
I mean,
Push
that...
stress do that?
It's got a succeed at what you were attempting and a gain an advantageous position.
Yeah, it I think it's suitable here. That sounds like dark to me.
Mm-hmm.
Or mastery? Because you're trying to use powers you haven't really tried out before.
Mm-hmm.
I think mastery, because the dark bit you've done, which is blasted with fire.
You got it.
Push through stress on that. Mastery. Ooh.
And I do have quite a number of mastery links.
Oh,
This boy is such a student.
he's a little teacher boy.
Little teacher boy, little student man. He's got 3 of them, baby.
Ooh.
So yeah. Succeed at what you're attempting, gain an advantageous position. He and the new horrible detached are not going to be dragged down in this hole. He's choosing to go up.
Yeah. So from topside, as you're like pulling on this tether, there's suddenly not as much tension in it anymore. And there's a deep rumbling, almost explosive sound. And then Rowan, still still with this monster attached, shoots up from the dirt. And I believe just around this point, Cooper was about to strike back at the creep Slinkman, attacking him.
Correct.
I'm gonna prep a roll while Cooper is acting, but like, don't worry about me till he's done.
Okay.
With the sudden appearance of this and being so in melee range, not really having the chance to think about doing a whole spell, we're just gonna strike to subdue. We're just gonna bonk it.
Yeah, bonk it.
We are gonna use advantage.
Yay!
Didn't need it. 13.
Well, yes. Well,
Got there because of the advantage, perchance.
probably.
Yeah, it was the first and third dice that were the sexes. So we are going to deal them a harm, de-escalate the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have anything?
Do they have? They have belts.
Take their dignity.
If I take their belt and their pants fall down, they'll be so embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if their butt came out.
I think we're gonna force a change of location. So de-escalates the situation, and then similarly, kind of up and yeet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like with the weight of this thing slamming into you, you're like able to. I mean, are you punching it or are you like striking it with the keyblade?
With the keyblade. So I think kind of the initial hit is a bit more of just a like flail to get it off, but then turning more into a sort of, rapier sort of stabby move, but then stab and then up and over to just
Yeah.
maybe like a step forward with it to really get some momentum out of it.
Mm-hmm. Like almost like have it stabbed. I mean, keyblades don't stab. That's not important. Like have it on the tip of the keyblade and just flinging it off.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes flying and lands
Away from the vehicle!
limp and lifeless away from the truck.
Ooh.
Now, with how Rowan is coming up and how, like, you already prepared for him to burst out from, you know, where the tether was going into the ground. Whatever Xweets is doing has +1 forward. If the strike to subdue was on that, or whatever you thought about doing.
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to... Splasha, do you know what a meteor hammer is?
Yes.
Vaguely.
I'm trying to find... There's a lot of YouTube shorts. I'm trying to find a good example of what Xweets is about to do here.
Oh.
Because a meteor hammer is a heavy weight on the end of a rope, and the way you attack with it is by spinning it around your body in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, as Rowan flies up out of the ground, she's going to, sort of like Neo did in the Matrix before when he was trying to hold the helicopter, she's going to quickly like do a wrap of the tether around her arm, and then she's going to basically sort of use his momentum to swing him like once around overhead, bring him like around her waist, and then sort of duck, and all of his momentum will basically send him flying straight forward. And I imagine he's still got the flaming boots going, so like a big fireball, and just crash him as hard as she can into the detached.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
And again, with the intent of force a change of location just to fire it into the sunset.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, on a strike to subdue with +1 forward, if you want to use it, it doesn't really change much here. But that's just, yeah, choose one effect, force a change of location. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Laz, because that was my last advantage.
Hey, was it? Oh, I've forgotten to... Oh, piss. Piss, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, I've been counting. I had 4 at the top of the session, then Laz gave me 1, so I've used 5.
Yeah. Okay, so you're emptied out?
Emptied out, but then Laz just gave me another one, so I should be at 1.
Okay, and now you should be at 2.
Thank you, Juno and Laz.
Yeah, boy. There we go. I don't know if it's... Oh, one more? Like, can you turn the 3D dice on, or does that make the website jug too much?
Who are you asking? Because I should just have them turned on. No.
Try making a roll, because I think they're off? Question mark.
Oh, yeah, they got turned off at some point.
Oh.
I have turned them back on.
Yippee! Because, yeah, that's why I didn't catch that it was advantage. Because I was just like looking at the number over in the chat.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
I vaguely remember there was some reason to turn it off. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so... Sorry. Say that to me again, what happens?
So, she basically, using his momentum that he bursts out of the ground with, sort of swings him around on the end of the tether, and like the way Meteor Hammer works is like you wrap the rope around different parts of your body, but then like such a way that if you bend a limb instead of wrapping, all the momentum goes from circular to straight and fires forward.
Yeah, I have seen those.
I feel like I've talked about how I used to do it with a wrench when I was in college.
Yes, you have. That's right. So you're doing that, but the rope is the tether, and the the object on the end is Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking excellent.
It's a very literal meteor hammer.
Yeah.
With his little...
Yeah, I mean, Rowan, as you're being, like, used as an improvised weapon, like, Xweets is pulling you out of the already, like, weakening grip of the monster, and just being swung around and then slung out towards it. I'll say I want Rowan to either defend from harm, just in case, you know, he lands badly in being used as a weapon, or you can take one harm and then roll strike, either subdue or harm, if you want to. But it is like, either way, it will be like, as Xweets is also like forcing a change of location, it will be launched away. So it is effectively not a problem anymore. But, you know, you're being used as a hammer. Oh, I see. So you're taking the harm to deal some harm. Oh, hey, Rowan.
In the momentum, he can feel very quickly what she's doing and make sure to turn at the right time. Like, he's using the boots to sort of follow the momentum that she's creating, and then like turns off the fire as he gets close enough, bends his knees in, and then just sort of kicks.
Oh boy. Yeah, and with an 8, you deal a harm and choose an effect. You can actually defend yourself from taking harm from being a weapon. Or you can deal great harm, or take control. Although,
Rowan
again,
yells,
control is
"Cannonball!" and
taken.
tucks his knees.
Yeah! Do you want...
Still great harm.
Alright. Well, I was about to ask if you wanted to murder this thing, but I see that you do.
Xweets is specifically trying not to,
Yeah.
but they haven't had that conversation, so...
No. Yeah, what a horror show. Xweets is trying to be merciful here, and these two are just going at it. I mean, yeah, yeah, tell me.
I will say, he does not realize his strength at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not intending to, like, kill it.
Mm-hmm.
He's intending to fight it and make it go away.
Mm-hmm.
Have we dealt any damage to it yet? Because, like,
Oh yeah.
if it has 4 HP, then it would ostensibly survive barely.
Well,
Ro's
I don't
already
think
dealt
your
great
eye
harm
had-
to it.
yeah.
Oh.
It's
With fire.
It took 2 damage from the rocket boots to the face. And then it gets rocket boots to the face, but also from a boy what is a meteor hammer at the moment. And yeah, you slam into it, and what was it? What were you, like, kicking it with the rocket boots again?
I think he's gonna turn the fire off and just kick with the metal of the boots.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, at speed.
Yeah.
Yup. And, like, it's trying, like, as it's flying back, it's trying to curl up and, like orient itself in the air in such a way that when it hits the ground, it'll be able to burrow back down. And in doing so, has exposed itself perfectly to your kick. And you just hit it in the sweet, sweet spot, right behind where whatever the head, whatever the neck on this guy is, right behind the head and before the first spike on the back. And you just get a sickening crack, and it just plops down pretty... Oh, well, it hits the ground hard, what with the force from the meteor hammer, and just kind of tumbles away. Oops, wrong chat.
It was not.
It really was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we meant to put it in. Gotcha. I thought you were being coy, like, oh, I meant to send that to a different group.
No, I saw a vertical line of text happening on the side of the screen.
No, that's fair. And yeah, it falls dead. And before the dust even settles, while, like, as the magnet spell is beginning to wear off, Rouge, like, knocks on the window and revs the engine, and you can see the truck moving a bit. She's signaling, get the fuck back in, we can go.
Yeah, Xweets opens the door and schloops herself into the car as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, does she do a cool dive and slide across the hood?
Yes.
Yes! Yeah, because she's got to get in the
She
passenger
does
seat.
now.
Ro has skidded in the landing, and Starflare desummons, and it's very difficult to see because of the mist, but it's not in the usual burst of fire. Like it's kind of there's like a lick of flame, but there's also something else. Kind of like
what?
purpley around it.
What?
You can say darkness. We've all heard of darkness. It won't be.
No,
it won't
it's
be
purple.
disturbing the world order.
It's
Yeah, that's-
purple.
Rowan doesn't know about that. Is the purple?
There's definitely an outline of
Oh,
darkness
flavor.
under his feet and
Mhm.
around the fire as it
This great
despawns from
fire.
him. And he's staring at where the detached fell down. And he's just like the
Pulled by the hand, back to the truck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, for clarification, so did it not fly off into the sunset for some reason? Since that, like, I know that we added damage to it, but wouldn't its corpse still sort of be fired away?
Yeah, no, yeah. Yes. You're so right.
It did Team Rocket a ways.
he's like looking at the direction it went and
Yeah.
just the
But Rowan
sound
would be
of
the
the snap
closest.
and the impact was just yeah. When his hand is pulled, he's just like, right, and
going truck
turns
speed.
around. Right. Runs back in, closes the door.
Yeah. And Rouge starts up the engine again, and again it does the thing where the engine comes to life for a little bit, conks out, and then the air filters pumps out all the mist that's now come in. And then after about 20 seconds of unpleasant wait time, as you begin to see in the side view mirrors that the magnet spell has dissipated and the creep slinkmans are beginning to approach the truck, the engine kicks in again. Oh, thank God! And she hits it and drives away.
It's the cutscenes of the Dusks, like, slowly walking at Kyrie.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's, like, not really all that threatening, but doing, like, a gross wiggle about it.
Yep. I'm gonna
Like, they're
wiggle
getting
grossly.
closer.
Huntily approaching.
Yep. I don't really want to fight you, but I'm gonna look weird. And as you drive further into the mist, we're getting another ad break. Hello, chat room. The music stopped. Why?
Music, stop.
Did it? I still hear it.
I think I still hear it.
Well, I restarted it.
Oh, well.
Also, chat, and also y'all look at the health bars. What with the red? Now that we're out of combat, I can do this. Wow!
That's so cool.
Fucking shout out to Mal
Shoutouts to Mal.
for making this thing for us. It's so cool. It's
I swear
made by Mal.
is like the most quietly cracked member of the community.
Yeah, no, for sure. 'Cause Mal keeps being like, oh yeah, you know, I know everybody who's ever made fucking music. And like, oh, I'll just program some shit. Like, and then just not really bring it up again. It's mwah, mwah.
Getting to know Mal is basically being drip fed more and more things that you didn't know initially, but find out that Mal just is awesome at.
Yeah.
And doesn't talk about much. It's wild.
Yeah,
What do you mean in
Mal's
3
really
streams you have
cool.
a full VPO?
Uh-huh.
I don't care that you say it's work in progress. Like, you got graphics on screen. That's further than a lot of us got.
That bitch came out the womb with a degree of polish.
Polished woman. Anyway.
No,
Yeah.
Well,
it sounds like woman.
yeah. No,
Which
yeah.
shout outs women.
Shout out to women.
Shout out to
women.
Shout out to Polish women.
Shout outs to Polish women.
Yeah. Let's go, girls. So you're back in the truck. You're driving onwards, and it is, you know, I've bungled my notes here. There we go. It's, at least from Rouge's side, it's quiet. Just the rumbling of the truck as you drive along.
Xweets' heart, as if to remind everyone that it's there, is thundering in her chest.
Like full cartoon, like it's beating literally out. Or is it just audible? How silly are we getting in this moment?
It's beating because she's exhilarated, not because she's freaked out. So like have you seen any of One Punch Man season 2?
No.
Okay, there's a character named King who has something that's called the King Drive, where like people think it's a big power up when they hear like what sounds like an engine roaring, but like it's just his heart beating so hard because he doesn't actually have any powers and he's scared, but everyone is so intimidated that he's the #1 hero as a result.
Oh my
So, like,
god.
Not for the same reason of being overcome with fear, but like it is just an audible doom 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 doom, like like very forceful and very fast.
Yeah.
Like you could almost see in her face that she's fighting the urge of wanting to go back for more.
Ooh, I also just remembered, for Rowan's new power he used, did he take harm from that? Was he
did
supposed
not.
to?
It was only if either move fails.
Ah, gotcha.
Did he defend from the harm that Xweets inflicted by hammering him?
But he took that one.
Oh, so he did. I had his health bar covered up.
He's sat quietly in the back and his hand is up over his, like, holding onto his shirt by his chest.
Are you okay? That was a lot that happened there.
Yeah. I Yeah, I'm glad we all got out safe. And he does shoot Cooper a smile. And just puts his hand back down. Sooner we're out of this mist, the better, you know?
Yeah. I was just about to ask someone named Kat a question. I don't know who that is, though. Hey, Xweets, did you get hurt?
A little mushroom grows up out of the wood next to him. What's up?
What?
Oh, I've heard about these. They're supposed to be good luck. I think.
Oh,
Wait,
shucks.
what purple? There's the white ones, the black ones, the pink ones.
Aren't they
don't know
supposed to
about-
challenge you to a game?
Oh, it's gone.
Oh.
With leaving only spores to indicate that I was ever there at all.
Spores! Get your spores!
Oh, yeah, don't worry about her. She's cool from what I can tell.
But I don't think Xweets got hurt, no.
Alright, I am gonna hold my hand out for Rowan to grab it if he wants. And then I'm gonna cast heal or cure. And try to hit both of us, but prioritizing him.
Yeah.
We don't need advantage for this. This will be fine.
You fool. Well,
It was fine.
it was fine.
It heals Rowan 1.
Heal with intent.
Heal with intent.
Ooh. Yeah, Rowan, you feel a little bit better.
He smiles and squeezes Cooper's hand and just sort of gives him a look that's like very thankful.
I see you
couldn't
didn't
quite-
pick no unintended consequences. So the heal also heals the truck. The doors are now scar tissued shut.
Oh, God! The mist turns red. You've been in Silent Hill this whole time.
Fuck! I was worried about exactly that.
After, like, a bit of quiet, Rouge sort of just breaks the silence with, so... That... It's a... Finding the right words here. Did you do are they attracted to you? Sorry, let me back up. I've not been attacked like this. I've had a few of them stalk me, never, and that was thought out. One of them was waiting to block us. I mean, maybe we just got unlucky. I'm just saying, I've done this run a couple times. Granted, not in this truck, but I've done this run a couple of times, and it's never been this many at the same time. What's up with that?
Huh.
They probably don't like us or can sense us to begin with or something, but
Is it the
timing of
magic
that
swords?
yeah, no, the timing of that with when we pulled out the Keyblades first to just like talk about them and everything, like that seems way too coincidental. That I think that
fuck,
probably
you're right.
That probably I'm sure they probably already had a sense of us, but that probably just like activated the like then they knew where we were precisely, you know.
Ooh. All right. New rule in the truck: no magic swords. Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if we gotta fight, we gotta fight. That was great, by the way. Thank you so much. But let's not show them off unless we have to. Anyway, we're coming up on Hope's Reach. Do you guys? And she looks over to Xweets. Do you still want to get a closer look?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think even just a drive by, just to see what's up.
Yep. All right. And she, like, she had already sort of left the road a little bit, but then turns to, like, keep following the road leading towards Hope's Reach. And as you get closer, the shape of the city begins to be visible in the mist. First as just strange blobs of, like, spikes and squares and domed shapes. And then as you get a bit closer, you start being able to see some of the towns on the outside. As you're coming into the city, you're, like, coming down from sort of the, like, the city is sort of like, sorry, from the mountains, there's, like, a relatively steep slope of just normal ground down towards the city that sits, like, you know, significantly low enough that you have, like, a view from above the city. And you can see something that looks like an old style stately building, likely a like a government building of some sort, as well as the ruins, a fairly large complex of buildings with a central, well, it's a ruin now. From what you could see, it used to have, like, great big obelisks and a domed roof that's now collapsed in on itself. And other than those two buildings, it's, you know, it's a town, but it's no big city. And she starts looking more nervous as you begin following the road into where there are now buildings around you as you've sort of entered the I feel like suburbs mean something different to me, being from a pretty small country. Outskirts of town. And she starts kind of, you know, she slows down, she starts really carefully examining the road, and there's, like, rusty old wrecks of cars and manually pulled carts, maybe by horses, maybe by people. And at some point she's beginning to have to swerve around some of them, and she comes to a stop. It says, "Are you... I'm... I'm not gonna say no, but we want to go deeper into the town, right?
Look, if there's going to be issues with that, I'd like to hear them up front. As for what I want, yes.
I mean,
I'm willing to be told it's not reasonable, but I would very much like to get as close as you think we can get.
It's quiet so far. I'll take us a bit further in. We'll see if I'm remembering correctly, and debris allowing, we should be able to take a right further up if we can't get back into town.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweets is like talking to her, but her face is very much glued to the window. Like, anyone looking at her could tell she's aggressively trying to absorb every bit of visual information she can take in.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as if she's trying to recognize something.
And as Rouge slowly speeds up the truck again and heads further into town, further into Hope's Reach, we're gonna end this session.
Whoa!
Yeah, woo!
Wowee!
5 more minutes!
5 more minutes, please!